Now that we are done with visual inspection, we need to do now what we call functional inspection. But please note, this forklift is class 4 forklift that work with petrol. So the way we'll be doing functional inspection here, first is we need to check if we have enough petrol, and then we need to open here and check the engine. After checking the engine, that's when we'll now continue to do the other functional inspection. So let's start with our functional inspection. We open the tank because we want to make sure we have enough petrol before we can use the forklift, because if you don't have petrol, you'll be stuck on the road. So you check your petrol is enough, then you open the hood. So what you are looking at the hood when you're opening, first you throw your eye on the battery. You want to make sure the battery is well connected, is clean. Yes. Then you throw your eye. What you are looking here is some leak or crack or cut from the hoses. And the fan, you check your oil. So you check your oil. You want to make sure there's enough oil in the engine. Remember, this forklift have an engine like a small car because it's working with petrol. So make sure you have enough oil. So you check the fan, see if there's anything hanging on the fan like a piece of cloth. Then you throw your eye, the hoses, there's no leak, there's no cut there. Then you go to the other side, because depending on your forklift, you need to be able to go to the other side, to the left side or right side to be able to check the other part properly. So the hoses, there's no leak, clean, no surprise there. So you are looking for something that could be fishy or bizarre. You check oil, so the level of oil. So I'm checking the oil, the level of oil, the level of water, the level. So you check everything on the engine. Like if you have a car, that's the same as how they do in the car. So but basically here, when you are in this part, you want to make sure nothing fishy, bizarre looking, like excessive leak of oil or water, or there's any pipe or hoses that are cut. So you are done there. You are done there. So you move to the next part. You close carefully your hood. Then you move to the next part. So you go in. Because as soon as you have checked the engine, you go in. As I went in, you put your seat belt. Don't forget, safety first. You put your seat belt. So then, as soon as you put your seat belt, you start the engine. You start your forklift. Yes, because you want to make sure your forklift can start. Then you start playing around with your brake, with your handle. So like those are your handle. So you lift it to lift the fork up, because our job, the main job of a forklift is to pick something from the height and bring down. So you want to make sure the handle are working. You can lift up and down. As I'm checking, as I'm lifting the fork to check whether they are working, I'm also checking if there's any crack or leak as I'm pulling up the fork. So I'm checking there in those hoses or chain if there's any crack or leak that could create an accident when I'm working. So everything is working. I bring it down. Then I'll use the other handle. I will tilt the mass backward on my side and forward. I'm tilting. So I want to make sure the tilting functionality is working on my forklift. So I want to make sure everything is working. Now, left and right. So I want to make sure if I want to arrange something sideways, I can do it by pushing on the left and right. Yes, that's what I'm checking. So that fork, the movement on fork is very important, because that's what you need. Check my horn. My horn is working. So I just want to check the light. I'm putting the light on because this forklift was challenging me, because it's a whole forklift. It's a whole forklift that we were using to train a student for, student with less income. So that's the forklift we have. So I'm It's a whole forklift that I'm using to give training. My lights are working. So then I go to the brake. So I want to make sure my brake are working. So the handbrake, I'm calling my cameraman to go to the other side so that he can show you how I'm using to test the handbrake. So the handbrake, I pull it because I want to make sure if I park my forklift and I put the handbrake should be working because it's part of the safety. So my handbrake is working. So I'll test again. Accelerator, I'm testing my engine. Push the handbrake. Yes, accelerating. Handbrake, accelerating. Yes, I want to make sure as I'm giving a bit of speed to move, the handbrake is holding the forklift. I'm testing the handbrake. Now I'm putting the gear forward. So I push the gear forward to move forward to see whether it's working. I push the gear backward to drive backward. I want to make sure it's working. Now I will start testing the brake as well. Forward, I will test the brake. By driving forward, I'll slam the brake. So yes, I'm driving, pushing a bit of juice backward, and slam the brake. Yeah, my brake are working. It's my brake are working. Forward, a bit of juice, driving forward, slam the brake are working. So what I'm doing there is that I'm testing the brake. So I'm putting the juice forward and backward, and as I'm driving backward, I press the brake. Yes, I'm testing the light. I finally find the button where to put the light on. Then my lights are on, they are working. So I go to the next step. I'm driving forward, slam the brake. Then I'm parking. I'm almost done. So to park your forklift, you know, as you can see, I'm going slowly. The tip of the fork need to be on the floor. Tip of the fork, park. So now that you see how the functional inspection is working, before you go and watch the next video, download a free guide below at the description that could help you to master how to do a functional inspection step by step. That guide could help you to know what you are looking for when you are doing a functional inspection step by step. See you another time. Bye.